Hello student, the third type of PCB is the multi-layer PCB. First is single-sided, second is double-sided. Now third type is multi-layer PCB. This multi-layer PCB has more than two layers. It means that this type of PCB has at least three conducting layer of copper. At least three conducting layer of copper for securing the board. Glue in sandwich between the layer of insulation which ensure that excess heat will not damage any component of circuit. These are the complex design which are suitable for broad range of complicated electrical tasks. Application where multi-layer PCB would be beneficial include file servers, data storage, GPS technology, satellite system, weather analysis, medical equipment. Means if you observe the application, these are very high profile, or you can say that very complicated and high technologies multi-layer. Okay, in multi-layer more the minimum, or you can say that at least three conducting layer exist. For security board, glue is sandwiched between the layers of insulator, right? So which ensure that the excess heat will not damage any component. For manufacturing of such type of multi-layer PCB, very special equipment is required, and mostly we can implement it, or we can design this multi-layer PCB in the industries. Then we are moving to the next, that is nothing but aluminum backed PCB are designed in much the same way as their copper backed counterpart. However, instead of usual fiberglass used in most PCB board type, here is the aluminum backed PCB make use of aluminum or copper substrate board. The aluminum backing is linked the aluminum backing is lined with thermal insulating material that is designed to have low thermal resistance, meaning less heat is transferred from insulating material to the backing. Once the insulating is applied, a circuit layer of copper ranging its thickness from 1 ounce to 10 is applied. Okay, so 50 is your aluminum back PCB. Then next type is your rigid PCB. This rigid PCB are printed circuit board that are made out of a solid substrate material that prevent the board from twisting. Possibly the most common example of rigid PCB is the computer motherboard. The motherboard is a multi-layer PCB designed to allocate electricity from the power supply while simultaneously allowing communication between all of the many parts of the computer such as CPU, RAM and etc. Rigid PCB make up perhaps the largest number of PCB manufactured. These PCB are used anywhere that there is a need for a PCB itself to be set up in one shape and remain that way for the remainder of the device lifespan. So rigid PCB can be anything from single layer PCB all the way up to 8, listen this word, 8 or 10 layer of multi-layer PCB. Okay, so if you see the designing of this rigid PCB, are very complex. It is very complex. So generally student knows about the single sided, double sided and multi-layers, right? And these are the few remainings are used for a specific application because their designing process is also complex, requirement cost is also high. Okay, so whenever it is possible we can implement either single sided or double sided PCB. Thank you. Here the types of PCB are